Hello everyone, how are you all? Hello Prasanna. I am also fine. How's all going there? Hi Pratik, how are you all? Today we're gonna learn about the system hacking. Metasploit will be there. Okay, we'll wait for 5 more minutes as everybody can, join. Then we can start today's session. Before that, anybody have any doubt, queries is there? So, uh, Laser Tech, it's your right name or something else? Okay. So which MacBook Pro we have? So in it's a M1 series chip or it's a Intel one. So if it is a Intel, then the VMware will support. If it is not the Intel's chipset, so we have to go with the UTM is a one software that you can use it, or parallel desktop you can use to install virtual machines. That are the two is supported right now. Okay, just a second, I will share the link also in the group. Yeah. Okay, guys, anybody have any question, doubt is there before we can start the topic for today? No one? No doubt. Okay, no issue is there. So I think we can, start today's session. It's all about the Metasploit. If you have heard about that particular, tool or the framework, so that we're gonna do it. There can go in the top. Great. So today's topic will be, exploits. What is a, exploit is, and how we can, do exploits if we found some vulnerability. Now, then, what are the approach to find vulnerability? That is also, information we have to, work on it in this part. Okay. So this is the topic that we're gonna, covering it. Good afternoon, Nikki. Yeah. So that's the particular part that we have to perform, we have to do. So before jumping into that part, the Metasploit framework, it's a framework, it's not a tool actually. It's a combination of multiple tools that we have to use it to perform and to get information according to that. So before going that, last time we have covered about the Nmap session, correct? Anyone have doubt in this particular part? All the commands are clear. Everybody have done the practice that how we can fetch information or grab information through Nmap. It's a part of network scanning, correct? Then the next step that we go is the gaining information, something like that. We follow. Okay. So after finding the information, how we can perform the vulnerability or find vulnerability. So that we're going to learn today. Also, we will learn about today payload creation. It's a kind of Trojan horse, or maybe you can give alternative like a rat. It's what we call as a remote access Trojan, or you can also call as a backdoor implant. After we get the remote access or the information, so that's how we can grab the information or the session part in the Metasploit and take a remote access of any system particularly. So these are the scenarios that we will discuss today. Okay, now see, with Nmap we can do this is actually whole part is more about the networking side. It's a network testing and network part. Networking we have to know. Then this is a comes into the system hacking part. What we are going to do today, because here we are not directly jumping through website. We already are in some network connection. Then we are jumping into the uh, system hacking part. Of course, we can do website if you want to go. So there we can create a reverse shell, and then we can take a remote code execution kind of attack to take control of remote machines. Remote machines like remote system where the application is running or the website is hosted. So that's the thing we're going to do there. Okay. Sir, what is shortcut virus? Okay. Shortcut virus is just that is created to replicate itself. See, to understand different kind of malwares, we have to understand their definition. What is the behavior it is and how they are working. Because that's the thing, it will identify that how antivirus are working. So it is working to that is the behavior and the pattern. On that behalf of we can analysis different malwares category. Okay, just like if we talk about insects, so it is a main part. Refer you can say as a malware. Now in insect we have ant, we have different kind of insects are available. Grasshopper is there. Okay, cockroach is there, or you can go with some other insects. So we have different insects are available. So they have their own categories, they have their own style, they have their own uh, information, like how they are able to attack, how they are able to do some damage to the human. Same thing is also happen with the malware. We have viruses available, we have worms is available, we have ransomware is there. Okay, Trojan horse is there. So these are the different malwares that work on these two bases, like their behavior and then pattern. So if you talk about as a shortcut virus, so shortcut virus is what they are doing. It's just creating a replication of itself, and that's the behavior we have of virus. So according to that, we can categorize that this is a part of the virus that is just replicating whenever we share some files or data. it will be bind with that particular file, and then it will share the information. So that's how things is going on with this particular part. Okay, so to something we see our pen drive is automatically signed as a yes, correct. That is the part. It's a very common virus actually, and maybe you have got it from the college maximum, because at our time also we got that same virus part. So you can remove that thing. We have lots of solutions are available. You can use any command. 2 3 commands are there in command prompt that you can run, and you can delete the shortcut virus. They are not damaging anything, but just replicating itself, so it will creating a storage extra. That's the thing. Okay, so that you can do it. No, it's not harmful, but of course it is storing or taking a storage, because it replicate itself, that means it's creating a same memory. Okay, so maybe you can just search for shortcut virus remove through CMD. So you will get these are the shortcuts virus are there that you can just use, because uh, that is not working. Okay, we have virus remover is available that you can use. Any antivirus you can run, and there you can use. I will prefer not go to there. You can just simply use the Malwarebytes. It's a 14-day trial period that will give you a detail. You can just download it, scan, and it will automatically remove. Then do not share the same pen drive, or do not attach to other laptop. So in that laptop, maybe they have virus that shortcuts, so you can use that thing. You can just inside unknown file extensions are already created. Yeah, that's a behavior, because it is creating that random files to increase the storage utility. That is the work of viruses. That's why you can just download for window Malwarebytes removal. It's free for 14 days. You can just download and remove that thing, so you will be secure from that part. Okay, now jumping something like that we have to create to get a remote access. And the second way is that to get a part is to find vulnerabilities. So to hack any system, any kind of system you can take. Maybe you can take example of smartphone, mobiles. You can take a Linux operating system, laptop, Windows. You can take, or even Mac also. Any kind of softwares or hardware you are taking, there is a two-way to hack. When we are talking about as a remote way. Okay, so remotely we have to do the through VPN, or without VPN also we can do it. Not a issue is there. Okay, so first thing is that if any application or software or any hardware bug is available, so through that we can access the exploit that particular vulnerability and then get the access. Second is that we create some remote access malware, and then install that software, or maybe the application, app, or software in the victim system. So whenever they install, we will get the after install, or maybe they run the file, so we got the remote access. So this is a two-way only. Through that we can get the remote access of any machine, even it is your mobile, even your laptop, or it can be in other network also. There is not a issues that in that part. So this is a two-way that we can do. So it's easy to work on this particular part, because we can do the recon and finding the vulnerability, and if you find at any version, we can easily exploit it. But coming to this particular part, we have to take a little bit hard work. The reason is that we have to transfer that malware file to the victim machine. So whenever they install or whenever they run the file, we will get the remote access. So it is a little bit harder, because there we have to enhance our social engineering skills to create some phishing mail. Maybe we can create some fake mail, something like that, or send some fake download or something like that. We do through ads also. So that way we have to do little bit hard work to install or run that particular file. So it is a little long process, but it is like a direct process. So this is a two-way only we can able to find. So we'll go one by one. First, I will showcase you how we can go find vulnerability and that thing. I already showcased you. So that I have told you that we have to learn about that vulnerability called eternal blue. Remember we have discussed at the time of ransomware part in the forensic. So there I told you that you have to do little bit research about that thing. So there you got WannaCry ransomware. That is the attack which was happened in 2017 around March. Okay. So that's the bug that we have to discuss. Correct. That is correct. So this is the thing which actually happen on the port number, which is open 445. Okay. So due to that, it is in a by default open. In Windows 7, you can take service pack. If I'm not wrong, it's like something is there, 7601, something like that. Don't worry, that service pack version 1, you can just say. So this is the bug is already present. Due to that, we can remotely execute. We have predefined, you know, predefined exploit is available. In Metasploit, we can use that exploit and get the remote session. Okay, so I will showcase you this thing through my practical that you can get idea. Then second, we will learn about the payload creation, how we can create a payload. So here, let's go there. Let me just remove this. Here we have this particular Kali machine is available, and then we can start the client machine also. So it is a Windows 7 we have. Okay, that we have got it. Now let's try to log in both the machine. Okay, so here we start this session. Let me just firstly we have to check that we are both in the same network. So IP ADDR we have used. Now there you can see we have this is the IP of attacker machine. And I think here the machine IP, I think if I'm not wrong, let me scan it with net discover 153.1. Okay, let's say what the IP we have found for the, so I think it's a 131 we have found for the Windows 7. Okay, even if you want to scan, let's just simply scan with the aggressive. Okay, so with the aggressive scan, we can able to get the all the possible version details. What are the port numbers are open on the target machine that we will take it. So let's see. It's just scanning. So we'll do it. Okay, almost 99% is done. And in the new tab, I will open the MSF console. That is a command line Metasploit console. So that we can, open. Okay, so here you can see we got the detail. So the Windows operating system is Windows 7 Professional 7601 Service Pack. And if you go above, so there you can see the information we have. 445 port number is open on Windows 7. Okay, that means we got the hint that on the remote machine, this is a port number is open and this is the service which is running. So service name is Microsoft DS is then what we call as, remote desktop or the net BIOS information is open. So even we can search on internet about the vulnerability part, that how the things, will work. So even you can search for Windows 7 445 port exploit. You will get the website we have. The first we can see the hacking to get the vulnerability. So we have this one, exploit DB website is available. There you can get the details about the bug vulnerability we have. So the first is a www.exploitdb.com, www.cvedetails.com is one more we have, and then www.nvd. I think it's NVD is also there. That is National Vulnerability Database. So there you will get the detail, like what actually, here you can see the PDF is also I explained that how to do enumeration and how we can do exploit. So we have this all, SMB bleed is also vulnerabilities available, SMB ghost. These are the latest one we have, and this is the older one. So which I am showing you, it is MS01, that is eternal below. Okay, MS08, we have to check it. Like these are the different machines are available. If we talk about SMB bleed and SMB ghost, I think it is available, I think Windows 10 operating system on this version. So we have to install a Windows 10 in our virtual machine, then you can try to exploit with this bug. Okay, so there you can see SMB bleed is supportable on the version which are affected, Windows 10 version 19, that is and then we have SMB ghost, which is supported on this all Windows 10 version, and server version is this one we have. Then SMB eternal blue, so it is available on Windows 7, that thing. And MS0867, so it is around like, very older service that is available, Windows Server 2003 and Windows XP window. So this is a older, like, machines which are now outdated. We don't have the updates are coming. So there you can do the practice. They have given the steps that how you can follow, get the information. Very good PDF is, given by the exploit DB. So not an issue. I will provide you this link. You can go through for a little detailed documentation part as a reference. Now let's see how we can do the practical. Okay, so let's jump to the Kali machine. So there we have found the information. Now in Metasploit, this is the Metasploit you have. So before, doing the attack, we have to understand the Metasploit. What is actually Metasploit is, and what are the features is available. Correct. So firstly, I will tell that it's Metasploit is not a tool, it's a framework. And what we are using in Kali machine, it's a free version we are using. There is something we have called the Metasploit Pro is also available, and it is a product that is developed by the Rapid7 company. So the owner of this particular is Rapid7. I will showcase this site. So this is the company we have. They are building this Metasploit framework tool. So if you go to this particular product section, there you will get this penetration testing. It's a part of penetration testing. In industry, we also use Insight VM, Threat Command, and Nexuspose also, but they are like paid versions. So you can go to Metasploit trial version if you want to download. It's a graphical tool also. This is how the graphical look like. But what we are using is the command line in Kali machine. Okay. So this is how you will get all the list of the vulnerabilities we have found. The same thing we can do with the command line. So we have Metasploit for free that we are using. Okay, so this is the main company called Rapid7. They are developing this tool. Okay, now here we have something called exploits. auxiliary, then post, we have the payloads, then we have the encoders, then knobs and evasion. So what are the, you can, even get the details here. So for a reference part, let me go to the Metasploit tutorial. So this is the official document, you can just go through. Of course, you will get more other results also. So this is how it look like. Creating a project, giving that thing, but it is like whole part. So there you can install the Metasploit Pro, set up it, and there you can see all the details about the, like how we can do the working with payloads, how you can create it. These are the examples are given. Okay, log files are there, post exploitation, what we do. So this is a document even you can go through to do practice later on. Okay, now I will explain what are this thing is that it's a beginner tutorial and setup installation. Now moving first, so we have these other things are available. So the first thing that we can use, it's called the auxiliary. Okay, this is the one we have to use it. Auxiliary. So it is like a scanner. Let's suppose you have found some IP address that is seems to be vulnerable, but I am not confirm about it that this vulnerability will able to exploit. Let's suppose even in 80 port number, we can see we have web server is running. Correct. Maybe it's Apache IIS web server or Tomcat web server or Nginx web server or any other web server. But we don't know that which web server is running on 80 port number. So we are assured that 80 port number is vulnerable. We can try to exploit the that web server, but we don't know that this is the exploit will work or not. So with the help of auxiliary scanner, we can just verify that. Okay. After verifying, we perform exploit. So it's a particular code of vulnerability to exploit it and gain remote access. That's how the exploit is working. Now here, what actually we do is that it's a set of code. You can say simply it's a program which is written in Ruby language. Some are written in C language. Some are written in PHP. Some exploits are written in Python, and some are written in Java or maybe C++, depending on which kind of softwares or systems we are exploiting. Okay, so that's we call the exploit. Then we have called the post. Like after getting an exploit, how we make that session persistent. Like a persistence or persistent. That means what happened actually. Let's suppose we have hacked some of your friend's laptop and we have the good remote access. I can check the screenshot, I can check what the person is doing. Correct, this all the things we are doing, but suddenly the laptop got shut down or the laptop don't have the internet access, or maybe the power cut is happened of your friend. So that means we don't have the internet access. So without internet access we cannot get the remote session again. So let's suppose after 2 hours the light come back, the power come back, and we want to require demonstration. So we don't have to follow all these steps from starting. What we can do is that we can just take a session with that particular part. So for the post exploitation, what we are doing, we implement backdoors. Backdoors, you can simply say the malwares that will give a remote access easily. That thing do. Then we have called the encoders. So encoders are like, whatever the exploits we are using to change their, what we can say, binary format. So it actually, helping to bypass firewall and antivirus softwares. So encoders are using, this will be, maybe in base 32-bit concept, or maybe we are using in base 64 binary encode. So according to that, we actually redefine the exploit. So antivirus or firewall cannot understand the pattern or behavior, and it will be bypassed, and we got the remote access. Okay. So these are the things that we have a combination of things are available in Metasploit. Okay. So here you can just type help command, you will get all the details like what are the options, how you can use it. These are the options are like edit, getting information, credential dump. These are the by default we have. You want to connect with database, status you want to check, all the stuffs you can do properly from Metasploit. Even ping command and map command is also run from here only. You can just type ping and then you can just do. So we don't have to go back. Also, you can use nmap to scan. So it don't automatically you can scan. So some of the commands are supportable. If config, you can see IPDDR, you can see IPDDR is working, but IF config is not working. So some of the commands are supportable with this console also. So we don't have to change, go back and see. Okay. So let's start. So target is 445. Okay. So there is a one search utilities available, search, and then we can go with Windows 7 to get exploits. So here we can have more than 1400 plus exploits and scans are available. Like multiple things are there. So we got confused that what to use and what not to use. Okay. Any question? What happened when we ping any IP address? Or what happened with we ping on any IP address? Nothing. It just give a response. When we ping, it initiate ICMP packets. So when we send this ICMP packet to sender, it give response that we call as a acknowledgement. So we are sending a SYN packet, and from there server we are getting a acknowledgement. That means the remote machine, the website you can say, or any application is running and giving us back response that I'm available for communication. You can send some data or communicate as per their service. So that's how the ping command is actually work. To just check that internet is connected or not, to just check it is giving a response or not. That's the thing we do with the ping command. Okay. Yeah, we can do nmap scan also. Even sometimes what actually happen, firewall will block the ICMP. Let me showcase you something. Let me showcase you that thing also. Let's open the server. So what I will do, I will block the IPA, ICMP ping. Okay, so here I have also installed Ubuntu server. Now from Ubuntu server, what we're going to do, I will just block ICMP so nobody can ping. And then even with the help of nmap scan, I can get the information. Let me showcase it. Okay, so I will switch to root. Then here we have UFW status. So just like in Windows, we have firewall. So in Ubuntu, we have UFW is there. So what we do, system CTL start UFW, that is started, and then yeah, simply. So you can see this status is inactive. UFW start. What is showing? Okay, enable the firewall. UFW enable. So now the firewall is running. You can see status is running. Okay, now what I will do, UFW deny ICMP. Could not find any profile. Okay, no problem is there. ICMP. Okay, I think no rule is there with the ICMP packet. Okay, no problem is there. UFW ICMP deny. No. Info profile, let me check it. What are the rules they have? UFW have list. Okay, so available application is cups and OpenSSH only. No problem is there. One more thing we can do. Let me just install apt install IP tables. That is done. System CDL start IP tables. Okay. IP tables hyphen. Okay, so we have lots of rules are here created like ICMP packets and all those things. So we have two type of firewalls is available in Linux. If you talk about Ubuntu Linux, so here we have the first firewall we call UFW. The second we call as particularly IP tables. So this is the two things that we can use to create rules for that part. So let's suppose here uh, I have enabled the SSH. So if you see systemctl status of SSH, it is running. Okay, now what I will do, I will use UFW and then deny SSH. So the rule is added. You can say UFW status. So it is see, but the service is still running. There you can see service is running, but I have just denied that anybody if able to get the access with remote, it will not give. There you can see if I use here in a new tab SSH server @ and the IP address, if I'm not wrong, IP so its IP address is 132. So 190 to 168, 153, 132. So here you can see it will shows deny. It will not give the acceptance. Why? Because through UFW, I have just denied that if anybody from outside is trying to get the SSH connection, same thing is also happen if anybody is trying to do ping command. So to bypass that thing, what we do in Nmap, we use capital PN, what we call as a ping probe scan to bypass that particular blocking from via firewall. Okay, so here you can see I'm not getting any connection till yet. And at the same time, if I scan with the Nmap -T5 and simply provide the simple IP address of server, so it will shows that the SSH is running, or maybe it is shows filter because it is blocked by the firewall. So you can say still I didn't get any access for the password. Correct. So that's how the firewalls are working. You can see here, no port is response, like all the ports are firewall is blocked. So if I just filter it with a dedicated scan -P22, because I know that I have run. So here you can see it is showing filter. Filter means that is blocked for the different IP address by the firewall. Now here still I'm not get access. Now what I will do? I will just use to allow this thing. So UF, simply what I will do, SSH allow. Okay, I just think that is UFW and allow SSH. So now you can see the status, it is running, and as well as if you see the firewall status, just type here status. So there you can see now it is allowed. Now in the machine, if I just stop and again I will type, there you can see we got the access. And if I again here scan, you can see now it is open. In the previously it is showing filter, but now it is showing open. Correct. And I can get the access here. So if I just type the password, I can see we got the access. So that's how the firewalls are working. Okay. And with the help of Nmap, even the firewall is on or off, we can get the response. That is the power of an Nmap tool is. So through that, let's suppose some, Windows machines are, block Linux machine to ping the particular machine part. Even if I can check my main Windows IP address, IP config. So it is 1.11. And if I go to my machine, ping 1. Okay, 11, you can see we are getting a ping response. So if I just go to the firewall and then block ICMP rule, I will create an advanced firewall rule and I just block this particular part. So even I'm pinging, it will not be ping. It will give it is blocked or it will not give any response. So that's how the firewalls are important to work on it. And through Nmap, we can still able to get the response. Even the firewall is on. Okay. So these are the differences we have available. How we can get the data, what are the information we can get it. That's how the things is work. Okay. Now jumping to the this particular Metasploit work. So same thing is also happen here. Let's suppose here you can see the ports are open. And if you go to the client machine, the password is this. And here if you just go to open the firewall, Windows firewall, advanced setting. Let's go with simple firewall. You can see firewall is on. Okay. But still I can, see that the port numbers are, running. So with the firewall, even we can able to exploit. So how to block through firewall? Yeah. I think I have showcased you. You got the answer, Shashank? Anything else you want to add? So I will showcase you. Okay, no problem. Till here, I think everybody is good. So here you can see firewall is on, but still I can able to exploit it because the vulnerability is present on that an application, that thing. So here, this is the vulnerability is very, advanced vulnerability we have, eternal blue, that we are, talking about, where it is gone this one. So here, even the firewall is on, it is running, still we can get the remote access. How? Because that is, vulnerability is present in the application. Okay. So let's see how we can do it. So we will go to the Metasploit and there we will search for eternal blue. So there you can see we got this two exploit is available. The first is the MS-17 eternal blue. The second we have PS execution is there. And the last two you can see auxiliary scan. It will, just scan it. So let me just little bit downward and now I will showcase you again the output. This is how it look like. So we'll just check that this is, giving a rank option, like it is an average, it is a normal, and this is a grade. So maybe if I try with the exploit execution with this double parcel RC remote code execution, because it is giving a good response that it is able to get the access. So before exploiting, what we're going to do, we will do is in auxiliary scan for this. So we will take this third option because it's a scanner. I think admin will not be give the response. We will take both one by one. So will we use what thing? We will use second one. So use second, it will automatically load. You can see admin SMB, that thing. Now, let's suppose we don't know that what are the requirement is needed to exploit or to scan this thing. So simply type option button, option command, and just hit enter. It will give what are the requirement it is asking. So we required a target machine IP address. That is yes. And I think everything is available. So we don't need to require anything else. Okay. So here we will set our host and the target IP address is 131. That is a Windows 7 machine IP address. Now hit enter and you simply exploit, or maybe you can simply run. Both command will work same. You can simply exploit it. So there you can see target OS is Windows 7 service pack, unable to find accessible name pipe. Like the domain information it is not able to find. A scan is completed, but we didn't get the confirmation that this is work or not. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the second one. So we'll again type here search eternal blue, and then we will use this third option. Okay, because I am not sure that out of 5, what will execute here, what will be the successful attack I can get. So we do the little bit hit and trial method. That's what I am showing you, because I already done this practical, so I know that this is the exact thing will work. But for a first time and we are doing, so we'll use 3, enter. You can see it is automatically loaded. We don't have to work on. Then you can just type options, and there what there it is asking, we only just target ID. So you can just go above keyword and you can hit enter and then run the command. You can see host is likely vulnerable to this vulnerability, and it is giving a green sign signal or something, a little blue. So scan is complete. That means this we gonna work. Now we have to find something related to this SMB's, exploit for this. So we again search, use eternal, the search eternal blue, and then we will try with 1 and as well as 4, because 0 will execute. It is 100% we will get the remote access, but we will try with this thing that it is able to get or not, or this thing. So we'll go first, use 1. Let's see, we got the upload, then we can go to option, and what they are asking, only the, I think, host IP address, rest nothing required. So we'll go and then we'll run. So they started working, but there you can see it is not able to find some accessible pipe name, like what is required to execute this vulnerability. Maybe the software is not available right now in the client machine. So we not get the remote access or direct access of the machine. So I think exploit completed, but no session was created because the remote session is not able to create. So vulnerability is present, but we are not getting the remote access. That means we are secure right now. The machine is still secure. Okay, so let's search the last one that we have talking about, double person. So we will search eternal blue and then we will try this one, SMB double person vulnerability. Correct. So we'll use 4. You can see automatically uploaded. Let's see what is the requirement it is asking. We have to set the localhost IP, that is Kali machine IP, than the target IP. So set L host Kali machine IP 153.129. Localhost means your remote IP, not IP, sorry, the local host IP. And then set ROS, that is a remote, that is a victim machine whom we are doing the remote access. So that is this one. Now you can simply exploit it. R host, what is showing? Operation failed. It is ROST 153. Oh, sorry. I written spelling wrong. It will be set R host and then we'll try to exploit. So there you can see the exploit is completed, but you can see, are you sure you want to execute code against the nation? Nothing, there is not. Exploit is completed, but we didn't get the part. That is no session. So that means some application which is related to SMB. SMB is a protocol that we use for share data. So SMB stand for server message block, and it is running on 139 combination, 139, and sometime it will also run 135. Like this communication is there. So this is how it will work. Dedicated is 139 by default, but related to that we have. So even in Nmap BISCAN you have seen 139 is also running, correct? But for 139, I didn't get any remote session. We have exploited. The exploit is also completed, you can see, but we didn't get the remote access. That means this is also not working. So we have the last option is available that we're going to use for that, eternal blue. So we're going to use the 0 1 directly. And you can see all the things I am trying without closing the firewall right now, because the firewall is on. So let me just, why it is coming. Okay, so use 0, enter. Now you can, set the R host machine, and then you can simply exploit it. So there you can see this is host is like vulnerable. Scan is completed. The target is available. Now in the background, it is done a little bit buffer overflow approach, because that's how the this vulnerability exploit is written. The code is written. You can see sending the fragment, and then we got the eternal blue override complete successfully. And in the last, you can see we got the Metasploit session. It's just a session name. So we got the access. Now here you can, type sysinfo, you will get the Windows machine information. Now you can do anything from here. Post exploitation we can do, or we can upload, we can dump the hash file of the things that I am talking about. That thing. So before moving, that are the options. Still here, anybody have any doubt or question is there, that let me know. Then we will move further about discussing about hash decode and password breaking part. But before that, let me know till here, anybody have any doubt? Anyone? All concept is clear? Yeah, okay. I got something, one question. Okay, but sir, sir, 0 is not working. It's working, Pratik. You can set the target IP also. Okay, you are running parallelly Windows 7 in virtual machine. That let me know, because I am running Windows 7 also parallel. Then only the attack will actually work. Without a target machine, how it will work? Okay, bridge adapter. Adapter is not an issue, is there? Let me know that both machine are in the same network, like same range IP address, then it will work properly. And yes, that is no question. Okay. Yeah, same range. So then it will work. Why it is not working? You can scan the Windows information. It is working on this. You can scan with the Nmap and let me know this is the output we have to require, because the vulnerability actually support for this service pack 6.1 build. Then only it will work. Yeah, exploit complete, but don't get the session. So that means the Windows machine is maybe updated. Windows 7 machine is updated. Then only it will work, not work. Because the service pack is this, in that this vulnerability is actually supported. Let's suppose we have updated the Windows 7, so it will not work. We don't get the remote access. Okay, can you send me the screenshot on the WhatsApp group? So we'll just check it. Any kind of issue there, we will help there. Okay. What about the others? Any kind of questions or doubt is there in that part? Let me know. You will get lots of video tutorials about the eternal blue exploit. So there also you can take it. Only the thing is that we have to set up the part. So one thing we can do this kind of way. More things I will give a little idea. So anybody have any other doubt is there? Let me know. Apart from this, no one. Great. Okay, just okay. Let's move. So now what we gonna do is that yeah, go. We have. I will showcase you that thing also today. That how we can do exploit of Windows 10 also. We will do this thing also. Lots of here. Even you can go to the Google, and if you search for Windows 10 exploits, you will get a list of an exploits details. So we have to just check it like what are the Windows versions are available. How we can verify that versions? Let me showcase in the, I think, let's go to computer. So there you can see. I think there will get the information. Don't know. Okay, privacy, security, Windows update. So when you do any kind of updates, you will get a detailed idea that what are the versions we have got it. So there you can see these are the versions are available. Like I'm using the developer mode. So there you can see we got a version like Windows 10, and this is the version we have. So in this version, we have to check that what the vulnerability we have available. So if you go to official site on CV details that I give you, so here you can see you will find a vulnerability like something bypass, execution base, remote access base, DOS base. Okay, these are the different vulnerabilities are available. These are all are to 2022. We'll go a little bit back around 10 page. So we'll guess last year vulnerability. Like these are the vulnerabilities are available. Let's suppose this is the one in Windows 10. So you can just go through in the machine, and then you have to search that if you have running a Windows machine, you have to search that Windows machine, what is the version we have. Okay, this is like pre versions we have got it before the Windows 11 updated. But in before that we have, this is the one we have one version which is coming to the 2019. This is coming 2018, and the first time when it was 2010 when the Windows version around launch part, that thing. Okay, so Windows 10, in that you have to identify which version it is running. Or this is also you can see on command prompt also to verify. So there you can see I have the version 10. It is running this specific. So we can find vulnerability related to that. And then you can try to exploit. It will be exploitable. We have to do this thing. So these are the case scenarios are available. Even Windows 11 can be exploited. And there we have this versions 2012, 16, 19. That is also exploitable. Okay. So that's how the things work. Okay, so that's the thing, we can do it for this particular part to get the information. I think just check me. Metasploit. Okay, set our host. Expert completed. Okay, you can just use this set R host. The spelling is R host. You can try this way, and then you can get the connection. The spelling you have written wrong. That's why it is maybe not corrected the information. It's a R host. So you can try that thing. UV I don't have right now. I will install it in the background. So we can try it. Okay. One thing we can do. I will install today. I have the ISO file is there. So I will install in my laptop. And tomorrow I will showcase you in Windows Exploit also, because we have tomorrow also session. So there I will explain that. I have the image file. So I will showcase you how we can exploit. And I also have one more. So we will showcase, I will showcase you Windows 10. Why not? We can go with the Windows Server 2019. How about this thing? We can exploit this also. There is a one vulnerability. If anybody know, printer spoiler, I think SPOIL vulnerability. You can search about this thing. I will showcase you this also. I will set up one more machine of Windows 10 and Windows Server in my virtual, and then I will showcase you that also. You can search this thing. I will showcase you. I have one video also I have created for this. Windows Server 2019 exploit for printer, I think. Printer spooler, something like that. I know the MSP. Yeah, this is the one. Windows print spooler remote code execution. This is the last year vulnerability that we have got it in 2000 server 19. So I will showcase you this POC also practically. So I will set up two machines for today, Windows 10 and Windows 2019, and then I will showcase you how we have used this, and we got the server access also. Okay. So today we can just check out with the Linux part and Windows. Live website will showcase you later. Rohit, no issues there. Will do. I type arrow software is not working. It's still, so one thing you can do, Pratik, if it is still not working, you can change the adapter setting to net or host only. Then you can also try. I think maybe the bridge connection, the connectivity is not maybe working. So we can do that thing also. It's just a tweak because we have to be same connection. In my machine, I have set up both the network in a net connection, not in bridge. So that thing we also do it. Okay, let's, I think all clear till here. Let me know. Any other doubt is there? No one? So shall we move further? Okay. Now what we can do after get the remote access? Okay, so this is a second, third step that we follow, gaining the access in terms of ethical hacking steps. So what will be the post exploitation stage, or what are the information we can do? So first thing is important, like we need to find the admin password. We can take a screenshot. We can do the live remote screen sharing also option is available. We can shut down the machine also remotely, like lots of things we can do. We can mic, we can have the recordings, everything we can do this way. So if you type here help command, there you can see all this stuff. Hash dump is used to dump the database of SAM file. System to get privilege escalation of a remote. Then we can play button to record an audio file, but sometimes it is not working in the virtual machine environment. Maybe we have to external machine or system, there we can try. We can use webcam stream, webcam list. So this is all recording and that part. Then desktop screenshot, you can take it. Keyboard, that we call the keylogger. Keylogger, I will also give an example how we can do. So that is also help us. And then we have these are the reboot system, kill process, that thing. These are the things we can do it. IP address information we can check, everything we can do remotely because I have the access. So firstly we'll do the I will take a screenshot. So there you can see this is the screen we have available, and if I search for notepad, I will type here. So we'll take here like something. Okay, let me just go to font, increase the font to 28. And okay. So we take a screenshot. Okay, let's jump to the attacker. And let's suppose the client is working something, or the target, machine is doing something. So I will just type here screen. What happened? Yeah, screen shot. Simply. It will take the screenshot. Now let's open the folder. Then we'll go to the file system. There we have the root folder. Right click it and open as a root. That we have taken. Now here you can see. This is the image we have taken. That's how. So that's how screenshot we can take it. Even screen share we can do it, but it is actually in virtual environment. So I think this will not work properly. If you go to the terminal. So I think screen share, yeah, here we have the watch remotely. So we can type screen share. Screen share. So I think it is started, but let's see. It is not able to, readable format because the session is not that much, do correctly. It's running on the, you can see. So there we have to create some another concept of internet remotely to get the proper screen sharing part. Okay, just like we have Teamweaver or Zoom applications are available. That's how we can do it. So that if I type hash dump, so I think this will not take a dump. Okay, it will take directly. So I think we have to check UID. No, ID, get UID. Okay, actually we are as an administrator. That's why we able to easily dump the database. So there you can see this is the SAM file data. You have administrator, guest user, and Laura Brown. That is the client through which we have login. If I just use here input value like log off, don't say, you can see we got Laura Brown. So this is the user which is available. So there you can see we got the hash file. Now this is the hash file which we are discussing in the doubt class. So it is in the two format. What we call as the NT LM, network translation land manager. So it's a hash file. This is how it look like. Now you have, so you can try to dump this thing. How you can do the dump? No, dump is already done. Actually, we have to crack this particular hash file to get the password, correct, of the admin account or maybe the user account information. Okay, so for this, we can use the John tool is available, or in Metasploit, we can use the tool called Mimikatz, which I told you, correct? Mimikatz. This is the tool. So to load this thing, you have to use the command msf. So there you can use load kiwi. Normally you can use Mimikatz in the new tab. I think if it is installed or not, Mimikatz. So that is there. So there, this is all available. Like Windows password resources. We have Windows 32-bit architecture, 64-bit architecture. Doesn't matter. You can use, if you have the admin rights, you can dump the hash file and you can crack the password. Okay, that's how it is work. That is not found. Okay, no problem. I will update the link. You can just reshare that link. Let me check it is in the drive link I have given or something else. Okay. So I will reshare it. Not a problem is there. Drive link. Why it is not working? Can you just share that's the same link words? So I can open the drive link and I will check it is available or not. I will upload, re-upload it. No problem is there. Okay. So this is the tool that we're going to use to crack. So there we go. You can just type here load Kiwi. And through Kiwi also, you can see extension is load. You can see Mimikatz version is this. Now it is automatically loaded. If we have the hash file, you can just copy this thing. And with the help of John tool also, we can crack it. Or with Mimikatz also, we can, do it. Okay, so here, what we will do, we have the help option. Then you can see what are the options are available. Like you can dump the key, secret files, credential all, retrieve automatically, or do password attack this thing. So if I type here cred underscore all, no, the spelling is wrong. Yeah, creds all, creds underscore all. You can see we got the dump. So this is the user information we have got about the administration, desktop name, that thing, but we didn't get this thing. So we'll do command something like, lsm sam. You can use it to dump it, or okay, that is the thing we have. So you can use that thing. So ls sam dump. The spelling is correct or wrong? Oh, I have written up dump underscore sam. So you can see we got the user ntlm hash, and this is the hash. So now you can use this administrator and this hash value, or even you can just simply copy this hash value. And if it is a very easy password, so it automatically get the information from browser. You can go to the website something crack station. There you can able to crack this password easily. If the password is, oh sir, I found the fault. It was architecture problem. Yeah, correct. That is the thing. Okay, great. No issue is that. So here you can use this thing, and if I simple, you can crack the password, because it's a very you can say it's an empty password. No, it's just an empty password. So what we're gonna do, we will use the second user we have, this one, uh, Laura Brown user. So we'll copy this thing and then try to crack. So we got the password, because here you can see we have very easy password actually. Lovely. It's just a very easy password. So on the online database, here you can see they have almost this much million of password collection. They have the hash files are available. So there they can download this their hash dump, and then you can do, if the password is a little bit stronger, alphabetical combination, or special characters are there. So online we cannot able to crack it. Then we require a password list. So from there we can do. So one more thing how we can do with the help of John too. So firstly you can just copy this thing, or even you can go to the hash term that I have used now. So that thing also you can copy directly. This is okay. So let me go there, creating a one Windows exploit folder, cd Windows. No? Yeah, enter. Then here I will create a nano file for this, and then file name maybe we can take hash.txt. Enter. Now I will paste here. So this is the hash file we have got it. One more thing we have to add is the username. Where it is gone, this is the. So this is how we have to actually use exactly, because John support in a very specific format. So there, if you go, this is how it look like. So this is a format that you have to use, copy paste, and then you can save the file, exit. Yeah, that is save, exit. Now you can use John -- word list. I think if I'm not wrong, it will be home/kali/download and rock you. This is the command that we use, and then hash file. Then you can hit enter, and then it will start scanning. And I think it not able to crack the password. Okay, no problem is there. Even this is the way that we can don't get the information. Session is complete, but we didn't get the output. Let me try once again. Okay, still we didn't get it, the exact password. Okay, what are the question we have? Okay, these are the shortcuts you are talking about. Let me open the link parallelly. How do we copy Windows? This is a simple copy from Windows, and then we can Control Shift paste. Okay. Yeah, this is the file I have given you now. So this is the ransomware file. Windows 7 I didn't give you. So that thing we have to install. Okay, I will share that thing. Yeah, Pratik, I will show you. So no problem is there. How we have done that thing. Let me just search Windows 7. Yeah, there. This is the file that I installed Windows 7 so that you can use it. And okay, I think good. Okay, let's dump again. I will showcase you again how we have dumped. So there is a two way that you can just simply, use the hash dump. But remember, hash dump is only, work when you have the full control. You can see when you type get UID, so it will shows anti-authority system. That means you are the administrator. Let's suppose if you have got the access, but you are not a administrator, so hash dump will not work. Hash dump only work when we have the administration access. If we don't have, we cannot get it. So if you don't have as a administration access, so then at that time, what we're going to do, you have to use the load kiwi for mimicates. And then you can, do the LSA underscore dump SAM. This two-way way that we can do. So we can directly just use this hash value and then we can try to crack it. That is the first option. Or you can just copy this whole thing and then you can try to crack it. That is the second option that, we use. Like this is the two things that, we follow. So there you can go to the, let me just change the hash value about this thing. So maybe I just remove this part and then queue and modify and save, and then I will try again to crack this thing. Okay, so here still I didn't get the proper information because the password is showing session is complete, but we didn't get the password properly. Okay, so we need to directly we can crack that way. Sir, can we do this type of attack for Mac also? Yes, laser, you can do it. For Mac OS, you have to firstly what you have to do is that you have to check the which kind of OS it is running. It's a Montera, it is running, maybe Catalina is running, or maybe it's a M1 chip that is processors. So that thing you have to check it. And then you can search for the online, you will get the details. Like there you can go and search for Mac OS exploits. So you will get, these are the CV details, you will get it. OS X that is represent. So these are the some, latest we have 2020 9. You can see it is, the issue is fixed in the Mac on this, like Catalina, Montera, Monteris, Big Sur. So there it is a very high level vulnerability, which is, found just 3 months back, I think, around May. Now the Mac, Apple has, fixed that thing. So if you have the previous version of ISO image of this anything, you can install and then you can try to, hack it. Or you can go, even you can see ISO TV OS that Apple TV is coming. There we have the exploits are available. iPad is there that you can use. So year wise, you will get the exploits. Only the thing is that we have to accurately match that version, because that version. So because after the vulnerability is publicly disclosed, the next version we have the patch is available. So we cannot able to exploit that thing. Okay. So we have to see the exact option. It is a 32-bit or is a 64-bit. That thing can try. And of course, you can do Mac, even Linux, even your smartphone also you can try it. Okay. Sure. We'll take a break to perform. Okay, how to install Mac OS in VirtualBox? And now it is possible to install, but we require lots of. The thing is that I have also tried. It is working, but not that much good. The reason is that we have to find that which operating system is supported, like Catalina, Montera OS, or Big Sur, so that you have to actually download it. Then you can install and run. But it is a very big file. So you can check out it some YouTube videos, or I will, give you overview. You can take a reference, then you can also try to, do part. But remember that it will not directly run properly. we have to, check out these steps that which is working properly or not. Okay. So even you can try to install and run it. I think which I use, I think I have try with the Catalina. So we'll see that if we got Monterey or Big Sur OS, so we can try with that also. Okay. So here you can see hash is done. You can try to dump it. How to perform penetration testing using Bob. So you already doing, Manoj, actually. When you are, finding the bugs of DVWA or WebGot or any website, maybe you have taken a live website. So that is the same process we are doing in the industry also. Only the thing is that right now you are doing with the Bob Suite community version. Same thing we do with the help of Bob Suite Pro version. Nothing is there else. Same findings, same steps that we also follow, that what we are teaching you in the class. Only the thing is that there we use some paid tools, which is provided by the company, because that comes a little bit costly. Of course, we have crack options are available that we can use crack and then we can do practice. So there is no option, no issues there that you can do it. Parato is how to best salutation or hacking. How best solution for hacking? Yeah, you can use it RAM. No issues there. Alternative, Parrot is also good. Linux, Kali machine is also good. It's up to your, feasibility. The reason is that both are based on Debian uh, package only. Debian based Linux operating system. So one company is Kali, not the Kali. Actually, it's offensive security. They have created their own Kali machine, and there is another company, I think Parrot Security. So they have created their own uh, testing machine, ParrotOS. I think, if I'm not wrong, check the company name. I don't know the exactly. So you can use this. So it's up to you that you can use it. Windows 11 community version is words not clear. No, even the crack also the same thing is happening. If I showcase you, the issue is that we cannot enlarge the content. We cannot zoom application content. Even in professional also, you will get the same small uh, lines in that particular packet only. So that's the only issue with the Burp suite actually. Even you are using a crack version or community version. So you will get a small characters only to find. So maybe what you can do, you can just little bit enlarge your, so here you can also see. Same thing is that. Okay. So even there you can intercept the data, got same small content you will be. There is no option of, even I see we can do some enlarge, no option is given by the Burp suite. So that's the issue is, even you use anything, so not a problem is there. ParrotOS book PDF links are need. PDF links are sent, please. OS book is required to learn, or you want the ParrotOS. So you can go to direct main of official site. You will get all the things actually. There you can say this is a Parrot security. So it's the operating system, and there you can go to download, then install, or here is the documentation is available. So that documentation, go through it, all the installation steps, configuration, and how to use, you will get it. Same tools is there. Little bit, only the UI is little bit good compared to Kali. So it look like that. Something we are doing as a, fancy hacking world, we are doing something good. You can see comparing with the Kali machine website, it looks very good. Correct. The UI and something like, but that's not a issue is that because both are working properly. So it's up to your part of job that how you want to use or how to you can grab this thing. Okay. So I think we will take 15-minute break and then we will come to learn about the payload creation, and also we will see how we can hack Linux same time. Windows we are doing it. Okay. So we'll take 15-minute break, then welcome. Okay. So no problem. Take a tea break, anything you want to, no issues there. Okay, so we'll see after 15 minutes. Yeah, sure. We'll explain it later on, Ram, because it's off the topic, but I will explain you. Or you can just ping me in WhatsApp. So I will give the definition. How I will give here also. We will do it. No problem is that. Yeah. Okay. We'll see in 15 minutes. Yeah. Hi everyone, all are available. Yeah. Parrot is also an operating system, just like Kali machine. Kali Linux is there. So almost same tools collection you will get it in Kali and Parrot. Only some of the tools maybe we have up and down. So you can set up, you can draw it. It's up to you. Okay. So let's start the continuity that we have. There we go to the Kali machine. Okay, so that's how we have actually cracked the password for Windows. Okay, that is the method you can use it to crack and dump information and to perform post exploitation if you want to go. Correct. So that's the practice we can do here also, as well as if you want to go one step further. So for online practice, let's suppose you want to do. So there you can go to the platform Try Hack Me, and there is a free room is available for, I think it's a eternal blue one. So there you can go to the learn option, search, and you will get it, I think, eternal blue. So I think the machine name is blue, that you can, just install it. So it running on cloud, and in cloud you can just start the machine and you can do the same following steps. Even here also they have given the cracking, so the tool and the password. And in the last, they have to get the access of simply the machine data. That's the so for online practice, same vulnerability we have to follow. Only here they have given the privilege escalation method that we call the post exploitation. So there you can use this particular shell to metapreter and then get the access. This thing you have to do. Okay, you just copy this thing. I can use the same exploit here. Like we can go to back, you can go to BG background, and then you can use the set post exploitation. So that thing you can use it, or you want to search to find the same exploit, you will get this particular. So you can use 0, that thing. Now it is done. Now you can again try to exploit it. You have to check the session is created or not, or shell to multiple. These are the options are available, or you can see sessions. So you will get background session is already running in Windows part. So you can just use session 1, you will get back. And here I think post exploit will work. No, it is not working here. So you can simply search and then get, so that is not working. Maybe you can just directly take a shell and then you come into the Windows part. Now here you have in the system 32 folder directly. You can go back, you can do information, dir directory, you will get all the files exploit information, that thing. You can go two more step back, you will get all the directories like this way. Hello is running a program file, something like that. So that's how you can do the further exploitation. The same step is also given here. You just have to follow this some model paths to post exploit, or you can do the migration of process ID. So that thing also we can do it. And then they have given the password crack. So we have to do, hash dump, that thing you can do. So it's the same exercise you can perform online. Little twist they have added in this machine, that we have to go to the system root in this particular, and then we have to find this flag, this all the flags that we have now able to find. So that we have to submit. Okay, don't worry about the answer, you will get it, but you can do practice online also. This is the machine we have available. Let's suppose somebody have less RAM, so they can just simply log in and perform this machine also online. If they cannot able to set up a two machine at the same time, because if you have 8 GB RAM, so little bit slow it will work, but you can do practice online also as an alternative. Or I have given the ISO file that you can download, and then there you also can do the practice and explore other options, which I didn't have show you. Like, let me exit from the shell, and there you can see. So we have this, all the steps are available, like hash dump, cat system, okay, one more thing I can do. This is I will showcase what we call as a key logger, something like that. Okay, so we have this particular part called key dump, key start or stop, this three things. So what I gonna do is that I will type like, key dump or start. So we'll do key scan underscore start. So now the keylogger is started. Now I will go to the machine, and here I will type the password, and then I will log in it. Then I will search for notepad. And let's suppose I'm just, creating some password. So this is my password, like 123 at that something. That's it. Even the control key, escape button, tab button, shift, everything is recorded. Now you can go to the Kali machine. You can just use and dump it. So capturing is started. Now you can go, you can just use this thing. This is my password, something like this and that, enter. Now you can see, I will stop key scan, where, and you can see key scan. Let's go dump fine. Okay. Dump, I think is dump. Let me check it. That we have done. And let's see dump. Capture keystroke. Then again, nothing is done. Let me check the command again, how to use. Let's start the capturing, we have done. Dump the keystroke, stop. Yeah, same thing we have done. After starting, okay. Let me just restart again. Okay, so we'll stop. Then again, start. Now starting keystroke, let me just type something. Okay, I think it is not working. No problem. What we do, I will exit from here. The exist is done. Now I will again exploit it. Maybe sometimes, session is goes longer. So maybe it will not work. So what we're gonna do, we'll go to the search eternal blue, use 0, set our host, target IP, and then exploit it. We got the session. Just wait, let's see. Sometimes it will not work, so we have to do again due to the network problem or the data is not transferred properly. So that is the normal thing we do because session is important so that we can perform the attacks and that thing. Okay, so we got the access. Key scan underscore. I will start it. Then let's dump some data. And if I go there, key scan underscore dump. I think it's not able to dumping. Maybe you can also try from your side. Maybe capturing dump. So why it is not taking dumping information? Okay, no problem is there. If it is work, that's good. If it not work, you can retry it. Or just restart the both the machine and then you can try it. I think maybe some data capturing issues may be there or something like that. No problem. If the dump is not done, you can able to take a screenshot. That is the best thing we can do. So you will get the information here, whatever I have written, like this all stuff. So from maybe keystroke is not working, maybe you can get this screenshot like this one. So there also we can capture the information and password part. Don't know why it is not working. Maybe we can try. Okay. Yes, we have to be in the same network actually, Gaurav. Then only this kind of exploit will work because when we are creating a remote session, even right now, we are in the same network of Zoom network connection. Public IP is there, but they are connected internal. That's why you can able to see my screen because we are authenticated with the Zoom server with the username and password that you got it, you got the login session. Same thing is happening exploitation also. So that we're gonna do. Okay. Now this is the part of the first method that I told you that we if we have any vulnerability, we can do it. Now the second part that we're gonna cover to create a payload. To create a payload, you can say, or any application, APK file kind of thing, and then we will install that thing and then take a reverse connection. Okay, so there we use a Metasploit framework part that we call as MSF Venom. It's one part of Metasploit. Through that we can create a payload or simply we can say Trojan access or malware. Simple. So to study the basics about that thing, you can go with MSF Venom hacking article. So this is the best example they have given about MSF Venom tool. There they have created the Windows exploits, bind shell. These are the shells we can use. Bind shell is there. Reverse TCP shell is there. Then we can go HTTP hidden there. Reverse micro is also available. And then you can go with the VNC for Linux. Even you can use Windows 7. Then you can see Android payload also they have taken. Like if you want to create a payload for Android to hack, you can use it. For Linux also, you can use it there. Nothing to do is that you just copy paste this whole command and you will get the access. So I will just showcase you what are the approach that we have to follow. This is the for Linux I'm showing you. Okay. And let me go to font size. Yeah, that is wrap. Yeah. Okay. So this is the command that you have to use it. Okay. Still at the forensic part, I am revising after the completion of report. I need. Okay, sure, Shashank. No problem is there. Whatever the question you can ask later. No problem is there. Okay. So here you can see MSF Venom. We have created the payload and that thing. Any other question we got? Yeah, I will share link that also. Sure, sure. Just a second. So this is you can do practice. You can maybe change this little bit tweak in that part. Even there you can do the same thing. So what the command is, first is the MSF Venom, that is a tool name, hyphen P that we call the particular payload. Now the payload name is Linux Metasploit reverse connection we are creating. It's a 64-bit plus 32-bit architecture. Then localhost is the Kali machine IP and Kali machine port number so that we get the remote access. Hyphen F is stand for the format, and Linux format support ELF kind of extension, not .exe file or not .dmz for iOS. And then you can save that file to this particular shell name or anything you can use it. You can simply save in the present particular option also, that thing we can do. So what I will do is that I will just copy simply. Then we can do to Kali machine. Let me just exit from here because Windows we already have done. So we'll go to the here and okay. So this is the command we have. Now IP address we need to check. So we need to change this thing because my Kali machine will be different IP. So that will be 150, 129. And L port, maybe you can change any other port number also, that thing. And instead of I'm saving this shell, so I will save this file to the /var/www/html and then download folder. I think we have created or not. File share is there. Okay, there I will creating a file with the name called Linux exploit dot ELF extension you want to go. You can simply use it like this way. So -p payload. This is the whole payload which is already available in Metasploit. Just using that exploit and creating our custom, payload with the local system IP. This is your Kali machine IP and then port number. And this is the file location because I will share the file through server. So you can see here we have created now. So this will be on the var www html file share. There you will see this is the file we have available. Linux exploit.elf. Okay. While tapping the command, what button you have pressed for file share? I use this tab button. It will give the suggestion. Let's suppose there I will showcase again. Alice, I don't know this is file. So I just use file and just use tab button. You can see, you can get the okay, it is not Linux is there. So you can get Linux this thing. Then if I use mock, you can just use tab button. You will automatically get that thing. Okay. Or you can just double tap, you will get all the related commands with ls. That's how you can use automation part. Or it's not auto, it's a shortcut key. Okay. Send me the payload. Oh, already available in the command. You can get it, Pratik. The link I have given you in the chat box. Okay. So this is the file we have available. Now we have to share this thing into the, let's suppose this is the server is running Ubuntu. Okay. So we are running the Ubuntu latest, I think 2020 is this one. Let me check the uname -a. So this is a 20.04 Ubuntu desktop version is available. Okay, that is a Linux server virtual machine that we are going to access. So what we're going to do is that we will just create run the systemctl start Apache 2 service. That is done. Now you can go to the server machine. There we can open with the download that file and then we can get the access. So there we will run the Kali machine 129. We got this. Now there you can type file share. There you can see we got this file. You can just download this thing. That is done. Okay, now it is in the download folder. So you can go here, cd/home, I think. /home/server/download. No download there. Ls, you will see this file is available. Chmod, we can just give the execute permission. That thing, ls is available. Now, before executing, you can go to Kali machine and then create the, exploit handler. You can just go to back, then use exploit slash multi handler. That is done. Now set payload. So the payload that we have used to creating that file, that is this one payload we have created. Okay. Linux, this thing, reverse TCP. So the, same thing we're gonna do here. That is done. Then you can see the options. Set payload is not set. Why? Oh, sorry. So same thing we have done. Set payload Linux reverse. Okay, that is done. You can see the options. So there we have to provide the Kali machine IP address. Set host 153.129. That is then port number we already have set as it is in ask. Now we have to just run the file. So it is started looking for the reverse connection. So what we're going to do there, we go in Linux machine and then I will execute this file simply. So when I execute, there you can see we got this session. It's the same kind of concept. If you have remember the netcat connection, remember netcat connection, what we do here to get a reverse shell. So instead of getting a reverse shell here, what we are taking as a metasploit shell. That is the part of Metasploit. Okay, so the concept is same. Okay, only the thing is that we have a different software application. So we have to build that thing. So netcat is not capable of to, get the creating of some software in which we can bind reverse shell and get the remote access. But with the help of MSF Venom, we can do that thing. So that's why we are using the same concept, but it is little different kind of option. So there you can see sysinfo. You got the Ubuntu 20.04. Okay, so that's how you can easily hack it. Okay, now how do you put the shell in the Linux machine, Anand? I just started the Apache server that we call the web server. There you can see Apache is running. So I go to this Linux and I just use this Kali machine IP address. So when I click Kali machine IP address, you can see I got the website. Or even you can send through SSH communication, or you can send through mail. Even you can upload the file to the drive, Google Drive, and then you can download on Linux machine. So there are multiple options are available that how you want to share this malicious file to the user. That's the thing. So it's a little hard work because if it is on the online, we have to check the proper exe file, creating that exe file, and then you can get this information. Correct. So that's how this thing will work. Okay. So that's the thing you can do it in this particular part, and then you can get the information like this way. So that's how we have transfer, and you can see you got the access here in Metasploit. Now you can do whatever we require. Let's suppose you want to just reboot the system. I think it's not supported for Metasploit type. Okay, this is not working on there. Okay, no problem. We can just type shell. Channel is created. ls. You can see. Now I am same part like uname. You can see Linux. Uname -a. You will get the Linux machine part. That's all. So now up here, if I use the who am I? So you can see I'm a root access directly, because right now what actually happened, I have executed this file where it is gone. Okay. So here I have executed, just a second. Okay, so here I executed the file as a root, become a root, and then I exploited. So that's why I got the direct root access. Now, if I here type init 6, so the machine will restart. But if I use init 0, it will be just shut down. Or you can just type reboot, the machine got reboot. You can see it, the connection closed. The reason is that the machine got reboot. There you can see. So let's take a reboot option, then of course we got the access. So this is how we can do. Now for the Windows, same thing you can create it, but for Windows, you can create some kind of exe file. Actually, there we have these are the exe files. Payload is available that you can use it to perform this exe file, MSM shell bind exe, that thing. But remember, for performing this thing, one thing we have to do is that particularly your virus protection should be off, because when you download this file from Google Drive or platform, there I will check like if it is the access is available 192 168 153 129 and okay, so there you can see file share. So let's suppose I'm just downloading this .exe file. Okay, then you can see it is directly given an alert that file contain virus or malware. Should I allow to download or should I remove it? So let's suppose I just remove it. Now let's try with Linux. You can see Linux is a .elf file, so it is not able to understand by the Windows machine. Even if I double click to open, I don't have any kind of application that will run to work. Let's suppose if I open with Notepad, I didn't get any kind of data. It is showing okay, unwanted potential virus, and you can see Window Defender have caught it. So I got this thing. So you can see it is a kind of backdoor Linux, which is created. Or if you click on see details, so I will just, there you can see. So it's a kind of a backdoor that we have created. That's provide a remote access to the computer. Okay, so that's how we are creating exploits. And of course, antivirus are built to install. So if you are doing practice, just close this virus protection manage setting. Then you can run. It will automatically give the remote access, even .exe file if I using. So that's the way that we actually work in this part with the help of Metasploit. Then sir, on Android 12 it can possible. Yes, in Android 12 also it will possible. Let me just check my system, my mobile app. Only in the mobile also, what actually happen, it will give one warning before installing, because it's a third party application that we are installing it. So there it also give one warning to install the application or not. So let me check what is the my IP address is. SIM card status. Okay. Okay, so it's the IP address is 1.2. Okay. Does that mean the victim computer should not have antivirus? Yes, Anand, that is concept that if they have the antivirus, so we have to create some advanced exploits or advanced malware, so that we can able to bypass firewall also. But to create that kind of things, we have required some coding part actually to create. Even I have tried, but sometimes it will be detected by some antivirus and sometimes it's not able to detect. So that thing we have to do. Okay, so one thing we will try to check. Let me just go to Kali machine and then I will just take a new tab and let me just check if my mobile is pinging. So I will try to get my system. Okay, it is pinging. So what we can do, I will just create one APK file with this last payload we have, Android payload, that you can use is this one. Okay, so I will use this payload for Android. It's an Android Metasploit. Very simple. This is a very simple exploits we have. I am giving example. When you exploit, you will get some advanced exploit also. So there, what we're gonna do, we'll create one payload for my mobile. So what I will do, file epic is there, no problem. I will just change the location to var/www/html, and the port number we need to change it. So this will be 168, 153, 129. Okay, everything is same. Just we have changed the IP address, port number, and the file name is .apk. Let's create the file. Okay. Till I can open my checking my IP address to get. So 192, 150, 68.53 dot. Okay, so you can see, okay, it is showing payload is not work. Okay, can be able to create antivirus and exploit. Shashank, we can create it, but we required programming language to know to create advanced level of programming, because here we are not working on Python, we are not working on Java or JavaScript. Here we are working on the C hash, Ruby language, or C language. There we can create antivirus and that too. So then only we can bypass something like that. For Android, we don't require antivirus because the format is a little bit different. So at that part, we don't have required something to work on that particular part. Okay, so why it is showing the error? Let me check it. Invalid payload, Android Metasploit, reverse TCP. Why? Is there anything incorrect we have done? Let me check it. -F raw format. Let's start. Okay, so it is creating. We'll wait. Okay. So it is giving an error with the payload. What we can do, we can go to Metasploit, yes, terminate the channel, and search for Android payload something. So here we have to check some payloads, like we have like an Android shell is there, Android Metasploit, reverse HTTP. Then we have some APK files. You can see multiple options are available. So you can use browsable MFS launch, payload Metasploit, reverse SHTP is there, something like that. Reverse TCP. Yeah, we have reverse TCP is available. So why not it is creating that payload? Yeah, any question? So how university staff can monitor the students, what the students are chatting in discussion group? There are lots of, in which application you are working. It's a private application that you are chatting, or it's a application that is provided by the university. So if it is provided by the university, that chat group, so they have the tracking options are available. So through that you can see in the background, because the control is in the admin part. So they can see what are the communication and what are the chat you are doing with your friends. It's very easy to work. That's how the application is built to monitor. Okay. No problem is there. Let's see if Android is APK is not working according to that. So maybe we can use in a different format. Okay. I think my mobile is not getting the access. So I will showcase you, because maybe we have to use some, the option we called as NGROC to get a remote public IP access. That thing we can do it to get the access, particular file options and that thing. So let me check in my mobile server is running or not, else you can try in the older version, or we have to do one thing, that I have to set my machine in a bridge connection. Then at that point also we can do it. So let me first to create the payload. So why it is not taking reverse TCP Metasploit? Yeah, that is correct. Let's try with this. Then you can get the access. Okay, so I think with the MSF, it will not work. So one thing you can do is that I think fat rat is not there. So there is a one more online payload creation that you can use it in GitHub fat rat. So from there you can create a APK file, and that APK file you can use it to access the mobile as a remote action. So here we have options are available that you can create a clone of Facebook application or Instagram application, and this is how you can try it. So this application you can install it, and there you can perform. So we have different payloads are available. You can try this also, or I will download today. So because it will take almost 30 minutes to download the whole part, then we can do. So from here also you can use it, or we can try with this particular part. Let me check the MSF Venom payload for Android. Maybe we can get some another commands. So you can see we have multiple blocks are available for getting hacked, for Windows and Android. So they have given us some raw format, correct? Same command I also use. Yeah, same thing. Let's see dot R there, giving. So little bit we will modify the command, and then we can try. So let's just change the format with -R and then try. Okay, it is not working. It's simply R. Okay, if it is created, so I will try to get the part, because if we are in the same network, we can able to get the Android access also. Yeah. Last any question tomorrow, please show. Tomorrow I will showcase on the Windows platform actually, Pratik. So you can try from your side to work on it for Android part, because Android we have different payloads. I think that is supported. So you can go through with some of the blogs there. You can try to check out that what kind of application or file it will work. That you can do to check and process the follow. So you can try. Okay. I have given you the idea. You can just go through to work on that platform. Okay. File APK, yes. Android spelling is something wrong. Android. Yeah. Oh, that's what I am saying. Let me just check on the what is the spelling is. Yeah, that is a thing. That's why. It says spelling is wrong. OID, I think. Correct. OID. Okay, now it is work properly. So we got the APK file also. Let me check my IP address is in 192.1.2. Okay. So it is creating. Tell what we can do. Okay, the file is created. Great. No problem is there. So we can go to /var/www html and then file share. Okay, so this is how we got the APK file. No, it's not available. Let me try again. Same command. Okay, it's in the yeah, that is available. mv/var/www html file.apk into the file share folder. Okay, so that will be var www html file share. Okay, so you got the APK file. Now, one thing I will do, I will just go to the network settings and change into the bridge connection. So we'll go to the bridge connection. Okay. Now let me check my IP address for this. Still it is. Let me disconnect and connect it. Okay, so here you can see disconnect and then I will connect it, wired connection. So there you can see it is not able to getting the IP. Maybe there's some problem with the bridge connection. Let me open the settings. Auto detect bridge, replicate the physical network. Yes. Let me try. Wired connection. Okay, so I think it is not working on that way properly. So we can try. Okay, it's not working. So one thing you can do is that after getting the payload and that is done, uh, what we have to do is that we have to set in the bridge connection. Then only we can get the particular reverse connection options. That is the part is there. Other than that, everything is good to go. So I think it is not getting the IP address. Okay, no problem is there then. What else we can do? Okay, so maybe disconnect and I will just reset to the net. One more thing I will try to do. Let's see. We'll go to the net. Okay. Just disconnect. Yeah. Available. Okay. Advanced option. That is not a problem, is there? Because I think in advanced option, just we have net. Okay, in advanced option, only the bandwidth they are showing, like how much data we can transfer. Let me just check the bridge. Then if I go to advanced, there you also can see only how much incoming and outgoing data we can set that thing actually. Nothing more than that. Okay, so we'll just disconnect it. And let's try with the something called NG-Rock. NG-Rock installation on Kali. Okay, so this thing we're gonna use to access something which is on public network. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the official site where it is gone. NG-Rock. Download option. And let's copy this thing. Go to Kali machine. Open browser. Meanwhile, I can just shut down this too. It's not required right now. Both. So let's go to there, paste it. And then we can download for the, you can see directly it will come. Download it. Save the file. Copy the command. Then there you can go to /home /Kali/download. ls you can see, so you can just paste this command, enter. Existing now, download root no such file. Why it is not available there? It is downloaded. Okay, just a second, I will just check it. ls. So here we have, so we can do this command, we can use tar -xvzf and then NG-Rock, enter. You can see we got the NG-Rock. So we'll go to NG-Rock. No, let me try directly. So there you can see we got this, all the commands are available. So we have to set something on 80 port number to get a public access, to get the access part. Okay. Any question? Sir, how do you copy link from Windows to paste in Kali? See, Sashank, sometimes it will work. One thing you can do in the VMs, in the I think it is in keyboard option is available if I'm not wrong, because in some website it is supportable, in some system it is not supportable. So we need to check like keyboard capture screen snapshot. I don't know. Like in VMware, we have the yeah, bi-directional, something like that. Setting we have to actually do. Yes, that is a correct option is given, Pratik, but I think we need to check which input device something and in removal, I think. Yeah, our input. No. Something is there. We have to use. So in some system it will work. Sometimes it will not work. Like in Kali machine it is working. I can copy paste from Windows to Kali machine. But when I using Ubuntu machine, so there it will not work sometimes. So there is also some problems with that particular part is there. Okay. I will provide you the information about the job opportunities and internship. So don't worry at that part. Yeah, share folder, something like, yeah, we can check out it later. So what we're going to do here, we will just create a tunnel for TCP 2020. I think not TCP, we'll go with the 80 port number for now. Then we can just use it, but let me check. They have asking some APIs and request snap, no authentication code. Yeah, one thing we have to do, we can just log into the account and authenticate an API key, so the working will be work properly. Google sign up. Okay, let's sign up with this. Create an account. Okay, a user has already existed. Okay, I don't know the password. Right. Then why it is asking for? Let me go to login. Login with Google ID. Okay, no problem. We'll cancel it. Let's create an account. So, message. What is the mail ID? I think I use or not. Hello, hash. Then sign up. Okay, again. Okay, I already created multiple account. I don't know. Let me forget the password. Mail ID 234. Then reset it. And then go to the mail. Oh, what is it? Mail.google.com. Okay, so let's try with the ngrocks. Maybe it can work. So we can even remotely can hack it. I have tried very long time back, but let's see. Let me go to the social media, something like that. Update is nothing. Okay. No mail they have given. Let me create the time for me. No reset password they have provided. Just refresh it. Okay, no problem. We'll create a one temp account. Then don't have sign up for free. Hello, mail ID and password. Let's create the account. Sign ups are disallowed with the email provided by. Oh, it is also not work. So what we can do then? Forget my password. 234. Yeah, now we have received token ID. Get the password. Okay, so after login, what was wrong there? Yeah. So here you will get this particular authentication. You just copy this thing simply. Copy on your terminal. There. Just there, that is done. ng rock not found. Oh, why it is not found? apt install then ng rock if it is not working. Okay, no problem is there. Okay, so the file is done. Now you will use ng rock http 80 tunnel. So there you can see we got the tunnel option is there, that you will get the access part. Now what you have to do is that you can just copy this link. This is the link. Okay, so you have to copy this particular link. This is the one. Okay, so till here you have to copy. So this will become your public network connectivity. Okay, so you can just copy this selection. Then there we have created that particular payload. Remember it? So that is the thing we have to rechange. If I'm not wrong there. Okay, so I will just copy this thing also. And the command that we are using here, let me just copy this command. msf venom, that thing. So we'll create a new payload. It is not copied. Okay, that is done. Now what we have to do is that here, instead of this local port, you can take any so you can go with the 80, not 80, you can go with 8080. And here you have to paste that particular portal. So that is this one that we are run. Copy the selection, then you can go there and then paste this thing. Android shell something we have created. Now hit enter. What is the option is coming? Okay, Android, yeah, correct. So what's the error it is? Hello is equal to this thing. Wow. Anything we have done wrong? No. Web interface we already know. That is correct. Your localhost is this. Forwarding IP is this. So you can using this particular one. Okay, let me try the whole. What's the error issue? I think. Okay, no error option. A Metasploit standalone. This. Yeah, that is correct. Anything we have done wrong? No. Okay. So we can try. If it is work, all good. If not, so not a issue is there. I will showcase you tomorrow. What kind of IP we have to provide here. Let me try. Okay. HTTP. Let me go to the there. Open the link. So this is the actually, we are creating a tunnel part. So that's how it will work. So we'll see if it is working or good. If not, so we'll showcase you something. Inspecting with the public IP. This is like for the localhost I have showcased you. But I will check what is then a problem is there. Get remote access to computer with ng session. So maybe you can get in a lots of initial steps that you can drive localhost to the world. Like these are then options will come. You can try to work on it. So through this, what actually happened? Even you are in localhost, but you can able to crack or get the access of public IPO systems in that way. Okay, so one thing we can do. Okay, let me try with the different tunnel. Control C. Let's go with the TCP then. Simply I type TCP, no running. What is the option we have to do? Okay, yeah, address, port number, something like that. Okay, so we'll go with the port number 4444. It is started. Now this is the, okay, now I think it will work. Let me just copy this selection, go there. And here you have to provide this link. That is work. And the port number which is running, it's 13474. So this is the port you have to provide. Copy the selection and then try. So still it is not able to take because there is a problem with this IP address actually. Okay, so what we can do is that instead of providing the option here, we can use that fat rate to get the access. So I think in that way, maybe we can get the connection because it is showing like something like this. You will get like, location, something like that. Yeah. So I think MSF is not able to support that particular value. So we have to check some another method. I will check it and I will provide you because for the phishing page, we have to create remotely. We have to grab the information of Facebook and something like that. So we can do easily with the help of ng. So what are the things that we are doing in a local host machine? This all the steps we can do with the public network also. Okay, so that's the option is there. I don't know why it is not taking as a localhost IP network. Not a problem is there. I will check it and I will update you that how we can create. So this tunnel will create by the help of ng, and I think it is a plain free, no problem. We will see like the TCP. Okay. So I will try and I will showcase you the update on the Android, how to hack it. But if it is in the same network, so we can just use the simple Kali machine ID. Okay. And if it is in a local public network, so we need to see that how this thing actually working. Well, let me just check it. If I just copy this thing, let me try with the nmap or just simply if I ping. So what the IP we are getting it. Okay, so there you can see there is a no IP or something like that we have because it just tunnel it is creating with the TCP. So there you can see it is going to with some public IP, I think. But I think this is not work because it's an Amazon connectivity. So I am not sure that if we try and create a payload with this particular IP address, maybe we will get the reverse connection or not. We have to check it. Okay, let's maybe if I try. So payload will be created, but I don't assure that we get the why then it is not getting MSF Venom. Yeah, Metasploit, Android, everything is correct. I don't know what are the problem is there because everything is correct. Android payload. Any error is showing anybody? Lport is there, lhost is there, MSF is there. Any spelling is incorrect? No. Then why it is showing error? Metapreter exe file, yeah, that is correct. So okay, let me just create it the -f apk is not there, so we can go with the raw format. Android shell, yeah, then okay, yes. Any question is there? Extra spaces matter? Don't know, don't, that is not matter predict, but maybe there is some issue with the file format. That's why it is not creating that exe file or something like that. Okay. So this is how we can do. I just trying to showcase you that on a public network, how we can share some local APK file, and if anybody have download that APK file and run, so we can get the remote session. In local network, it is very easy to get a remote session in any part of, even you are creating a Windows, Linux or Mac OS or mobile. But the task is to go with the public network. So here you can see must use architecture. Okay, so there is some related with command part. We need to check it how we can change or work on it. So I will showcase it with the public network. But for a basic level, everybody can try with this website to work as a local platform and local host so that it will work properly. These are the options are available for Linux, Windows, and that part. So in this area, anybody have any question or query, that let me know. Okay, tomorrow I will showcase you on Windows 10 how to hack and Windows 2000 server, 2012 that we do. Okay, so do let me know that thing. The difference between proxy, okay. For different kind of proxies, Saksam sir have created one video. There also you can check it. If you talk about the proxy, simply, so what it will do? It will redirect the, let's suppose there is a client IP address, then it is a server. So it will not go directly with the server part. There will be some IP proxy is there. From there the traffic goes, then it will goes to server. What it happen in reverse proxy? So it will go from client, then we are sending some IP address. So there will be some proxy servers are available, and any proxy server will take, and then it will redirect to the server part. So there's a very basic uh, particular part is because in server side we have something called the primary server is there, and then we have secondary server to manage the traffic. So to manage that particular traffic, we actually set up reverse connection, because sometimes what happen in maybe in second server, uh, there will be some lag, there will be some network issue, so it will redirect to the primary server and then collect the data, then send to the reverse proxy. So that's how this thing will work particularly. Okay, so that's the particular part we have to follow. So that's the basic difference is there. For other different proxies, we have created a video. We can just go through the particular platform. Saksham sir have explained more than 15 plus proxies types. So it's a more than 1.5 hour of tutorial is there. You can just check out the YouTube. There you will get it. So we have created that particular material. There you can get more difference part. So generally it is at the end, what is the main target about proxy to use is that to hide original IP address. First thing, to secure your traffic communication. That's it. Maybe we can integrate with this with VPN. So our identity will be hidden. Same thing is also done by the Tor browser. They also have a full network onion router chain is there. So they have multiple public ISPs providers are available. So from there they can redirect their IP address to 3 different location, and then it will jump to the server side. That's why we cannot able to track location of main browser access, that who is the original person who is working on the IP address. So that's the particular thing is that available in this part. Yeah. Any other question in this we have? Yeah, sir, what is if I continuous IP changer? You can use it protect IP changer. So what actually it's happened? Nothing, only just it will redirect with the different public IP address. Some what will actually happen. So let's suppose my Kali machine IP address is right now uh something is 192, 168, 153, 129. Okay, so if I run in background IP changer, so what actually happened? It will just generate random IP addresses. So whenever if I send something from client, that means from browser, if I'm requesting some request to the server or website, so server will get a response from different random IP address instead of using my original one. Not this. This is for the local environment. Let's suppose this something we have public IP address there. So that public IP address will not be revealed directly. It will just go with the some random IP changes that we are using. So that's the thing we can do in this part. It's a kind of flooding attack, you can say, that we are using it. That's a part. Hoping is not the concept. Hoping is just concept that we use to change from one router to another router when we transfer data. So that we call the one hop. Okay. So hoping is something we are redirecting, or you can say the forwarding the traffic from one router to another router. Okay, and IP changer is that application is running on a single system. So both are a little bit different concept. Working functionalities, you can say similarity is there, but concept is a little bit different. That's the part. Okay. Traceroute is working for hoping. Yeah, right. That's the thing you can check out it to how much hope it is travel to get the access of server, to get the access of data. That thing you can do that particular part. Okay. Any other question in this part? You have mentioned some learning resources about, yeah, that thing you can just go through. I have told we have Saksham sir has created one YouTube proxy related video. We have current contain that part. So proxy. You will get this is the one we have. So here we have included and explained 18 types of proxies. So sir has explained very well. You can just go through with this video. I will provide the link if you want to go. Okay, so you can check out this particular link for a reference. Okay. Anybody have any other question, apart from this? Great. So the thing is matter is to do practice, because we have lots of commands to do. What I have given is the one simple part. You can do for Windows, you can do directly online. So that will be easy, because here we have some little bit extra stuff is given that you can follow to do practice. Okay. And tomorrow I will showcase you in Windows 10 how to hack, and Windows 2012, sorry, 2019 server. With that particular vulnerability, we have printer spoiler is there. So that thing we are covering today, tomorrow. Okay, so this is a part of all about system hacking and network plus website penetration testing. Okay, so do practice all. Then we will connect tomorrow to work on more. Okay. Anybody have any other question apart from this? So that let me know. Okay. So practice is required. Uh, Windows 11 you can try, Pratik, and Android 12 also you can try. That's the research part you have to do. If I will showcase you everything, so what will be the hard work you have done to learn something new? Okay. So try to do it. Any problem comes, so I will provide you some resources. You can check out it. Windows 11 is same easy, just like I showcased with the uh, Linux. Same concept you can use for the Windows 11 also. So there is not that much hard is there. The main task is to hack the Android mobile phones. Even that is also not that much hard, but we have to see, check for the public network. Let's suppose you are, hacking one of your friend mobile, but it is in some other city. They are, living. So that task is important. Local host in same network if you are, so you can do easily the same payload that you can use to transfer. Same concept, Linux. Just we have to create a payload for Android. That's it. So easy to hack. Even Windows 11, Android 11, 12, or maybe the 13 is also coming. So soon there, that is also not a problem because it's a manual process that we are, doing. That's the thing. Okay. Yeah, great. So anyone else, any question queries apart from this? No one? Okay. So take care, do practice. We'll connect tomorrow and do some more hacking steps till you can do the practice. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you all. Quiz will be later on. So no problem is there, Rohit. We'll do quiz also. That will be easy questions that we have covered in web application security and that thing. Yeah. Thanks, Vivi. Thanks, Pratik. We'll connect then tomorrow. Okay, guys. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you all tomorrow. Mhm.